Blessings, bright ones. Welcome to day one in the creative matrix of divine frequency. We are here together, opening to the extraordinary that can be, in potential, the extraordinary that can be, moving beyond everything we've ever dreamed is possible, and stepping into the authentic, the authentic that exists in these extensive states of being, all of these other avenues of potential and possibility. We're welcoming them into our journey. This is the creative matrix where everything is positive, everything is possible, everything is affirmative, everything is life-giving. Blessings, Mary Alice and Cherie, Elena. Thank you to all who are joining me in this space. And for a moment, I would love to just breathe into this space. Breathe into it so that my mind and our minds are not guiding us through, but that we can connect to the divine flow that is. That is divine frequency. Divine frequency is a state of love. It's a state of perfect being, but one that exists beyond the perception, beyond the measurement or the understanding of what being is. It just allows all to flow in perfect harmony. That is divine frequency. So we're going to step into that with our breath today. Just coming to a state of grace within, letting go of what that looks like and just allowing it to touch each and every one of us, allowing it to speak to us personally. Let grace be the motivation forward here today. Let it be what guides us into our own ecstatic being. So I'll take a deep breath and come into a state of gratitude, of presence, of grace. A breath that allows me, to truly sense everything that we are a part of. Spirit begins to speak now. Spirit begins to speak and says, for so long, we have been focused upon that which appears, upon that which appears beautiful, upon that which appears supportive, upon that which appears personal. But there are realms and realms and realms of that which is personal, supportive, and beautiful for you. Realms that you have yet to recognize. Realms that are unique for each of you. This is the creative matrix. In the creative matrix, we move beyond the resistance, beyond the doubts and the fears that we sometimes embrace. In the creative matrix, everything is really feeding a world into being. Everything is breathing life into all that takes form. In the creative matrix, we don't question what will be. We begin to recognize that our thoughts, our efforts, our intentions, this is the vehicle for all that now shapes itself. And if we place our energy in with confidence, with focus, suddenly everything that begins to appear in our life becomes a very clear reflection of all that we've placed in motion. So you understand that by stepping into the creative matrix, we place power back within ourselves. within our own experience. Wow. Imagine your world, imagine your life being filled with only that which you create for yourself. There's no one else to blame. There's no excuse that encourages you to feel like you must wait, that you must prove yourself. It doesn't exist, because you become your own sovereign authority. You become the director of all that's in motion. You've known me long enough to know that I am a little fired up in this moment, and I believe this is because I'm plugged into that creative matrix in this moment. I sense not just that I'm speaking to you on this physical plane. I sense that my whole spirit is opening to source and saying, here I am. I welcome in the divine. I welcome in the extraordinary, the miraculous, the wondrous. I welcome it in, because I am no longer going to live by all of the perceptions that I once accepted as my truth, as my reality. I'm willing to accept that there's more than I can see. I'm willing to accept that everything I'm worthy of, and this is seen and unseen. This is what I can't yet fathom, but is so true. Everything I am worthy of is flowing to me right now. I'm willing to trust in this. Blessings, Susan. I'm willing to trust that my happy ending, that my joy, my love, all that I'm waiting for, it doesn't exist out there. It doesn't exist in some future point of possible being. It exists right here around me. It's all around me. But I don't always have awareness of it. The creative matrix places the power back into your hands. And it doesn't say, where is everything I'm looking for? It begins to say, this is what I choose. I welcome divine grace into my life. I welcome joy into my life. I welcome passion into my life and inspiration into my life. When you know this is what I choose, it's not a question. I'm not asking the universe, what do I want? I'm telling the universe, this is what I call into being. This is what I choose for myself. And the universe hears that. This is what we have to recognize. We are not alone. In our heart space, when we passionately know we choose joy, that is a sacred declaration to all source. It's a sacred calling that echoes from our own soul out to all vibrations of life, of truth, of being. It echoes, it reverberates out, and it begins to draw to ourselves all that we wish to know. If we put out this sacred call, I choose love. I choose love. Our call doesn't say, I might want love if everything falls into alignment. It's saying, I choose love here today. I choose to be supported. I choose to be inspired. And that passionate call goes out. And then the universe responds to us. The universe is responding to us. So the universe responds to us and begins to bring to us everything that mirrors, reflects, honors that call that we've placed in motion. Okay? We are the ones that are standing in our personal power and beginning to recognize no one can do it for us. No one can be the answer to our question. No one can be our savior. No one can be that knight in shining armor when we know we hold infinite resource within. all of these beautiful people that surround us, the whole universe in all of its extensive being. It can support us. It can journey with us. It can share our experience and co-create with us. But if we're waiting for all of these outward sources to be our answer, then we are not tapping into the resource, the truth, the potential that exists within. And this is what creativity is all about. It's taking a formless concept, idea, intention, spark of light. It's just taking a bit of energy that is formless and it's placing force behind it. It's placing intention behind it. It's directing the flow. This is what creativity is. When we are an artist, we have all of our mediums. We have all of the tools and the mediums that might support us, give us voice, give us expression. But if we take away all of those physical mediums, if we take away all of those tools in the physical, what we're left with is our own strength of will, of focus, of heart knowing, of intention. What we're left is the voice of our own soul, that essence within that cannot be shifted. It cannot be shifted. It's authentic to you and only you in all moments. When we tap into that pure vibration, that pure expression of being, it becomes our essence, it becomes our truth, it becomes all that we are. And once we are at home in who we are, knowing that this is who I am, this is what is authentic in my world, and it's not up for compromise. I'm not questioning whether I choose joy. It's my truth. Then that becomes the vibration, that becomes the frequency, that becomes the energy that you place out, not just only into infinite source, but into everything that you are a part of. There's a quote that says, change the way you look at something and the thing you look at changes. And we have seen that become true in so many experiences, in so many moments. But the truth is that it happens in the most subtle of ways every day. If you are not feeling comfortable in your body, you will not be looking at your experience as positive. But the moment you shift your awareness and say, today is going to be a beautiful day, I am going to make something wonderful happen, suddenly your focus is on the beauty. Your focus is on the beauty. Nothing has changed outwardly. Nothing has changed in your experience. But the power, the force, the spirit that you are within has chosen to align with all that is beautiful. And that becomes your reality. It's not because it's the only way it could be. It's because you're confident and determined to enjoy your day. You make it happen for yourself. Everything is possible in this world. And when we step into our own enlightenment, when we step into our own joy, it's not because that's all that surrounds us. There will always be potential for conflict and chaos and doubt and fear. It will always be a potential in our journey. It will always be there to call out to us in subtle ways. But remember that if you have this core foundation of understanding within, that you choose only joy, only inspiration, only respect and love, you won't be able to recognize those calls. You won't be able to participate in that which is not resonant with who you are. So when I say a creative matrix, I am telling you all life is simply potential. I remind myself of this all the time. All the time. I wake up in the morning, I say, today can be anything you choose it to be. It's not because I don't know that. It's because sometimes I get caught up in everything that appears very physical, very present and on the surface in my life. I need the reminders continuously that today can be anything I shape it to be. There are many of us who are beginning new paths. We're opening to new possibilities in life. We're welcoming in new opportunities and new adventures. And it's very possible that we are as concerned about these new paths as we are excited about these new paths. But I want to bring this all to a state of rational understanding for a moment. These new adventures, these new paths, these new gateways, they actually haven't appeared yet. You're not in them yet. The door hasn't opened or you have not stepped through because it's something that you perceive you're stepping into. It's not tangibly right here. So, to place your energy into concern, it's all illusion-based. It's all illusion-based. It has to be, because you have received no sign that it wouldn't be supportive. There's nothing to cause you concern. All that's allowing you to feel concerned are all of the pressures or the expectations or the fears that perhaps served you in some past moment in time. We bring assumptions from the past, we bring them into this present moment. We adopt perceptions and beliefs that once served, and then we don't recognize that we are still perpetuating them in this now moment. The creative matrix, and this is so important, I say these words over and over. The creative matrix is all that is life-giving. It's affirmative, it's positive, it's creative, it moves forward. There is nothing to hold you back. There is nothing to become an obstacle or to challenge you. It doesn't exist within the divine frequency. Divine frequency is always supportive. So if all you do is wake up in the morning and say, today I walk powerfully in the creative matrix of divine frequency, just accept it as your truth. Today I walk confidently in the creative matrix of divine frequency. Those words, that intention, it holds power. There's an encoding that is woven into each of those sounds, and it speaks to your body. It speaks to your own DNA, to your own cellular structure, to your own light body. And when you align with that deeper understanding, even if you don't have an awareness of what it means on the physical, even if you know this feels right, today I walk confidently into the creative matrix of divine frequency, your body, your soul, your spirit will begin to participate in experiences, in thoughts, in realities that resonate with that truth. If you choose to be creative, to remember that you have the ability to impact, to affect your reality right here today, not in the future, right here today, to affect change, you will begin to shift the way your entire world appears. We're going to spend 22 days in the creative matrix. It's not because the matrix doesn't exist at any other point in time. It's because of the energies that we connect to in the creative matrix. It's two. The creative matrix, there needs to be a reflection. There needs to be a voice that says, I am. I am. Okay? That's the confident state of authority, of knowing. And then that I am begins to ponder upon what it wishes to see itself expressed as, what it wishes to create for itself, what it wishes to give voice to. This is a natural expression of our divine being. We have an awareness that we are, but we're also programmed at a very core level to move forward, to spiral into infinite being, discovering ever expansive aspects of ourself. So too, the creative matrix, we not only accept ourselves confidently, but we begin to explore our own potentiality. And for that to be, there must be that reflection of placing your energy into something that you can witness almost as being separate from yourself. It's not. It's all an expression of you. But in order to trust that we're creating something new, we almost need to see our energy flowing outwardly. We need to see that reflection. So the two, that's February. And we've connected to all of the twos that can possibly be. From February 1st to February 22nd, we will gather for 22 days in the Creative Matrix at 2 p.m. Eastern every day for 22 minutes. And I hold no expectations of what will be. Sometimes I will sit with you and I might breathe with you. And sometimes we will channel and sometimes we will share. You're welcome to message as much as you wish during the broadcast or afterwards. And on the days that I'm not able to broadcast live for 22 minutes, you will be able to connect at 2 p.m. on my page and watch a pre-recording of anything that comes through as inspiration for that day. This is something that isn't just motivating us, inspiring us to connect for 22 minutes. This 22 minutes is the seed. It's the seed that you are welcome to use to blossom into all that you wish to be, all that you wish to connect to for yourself. Use it simply as an inspiration. Use it as a portal of expansion. Believe in yourself and remember that you're not in this journey alone. You cannot be in this journey alone. We have all, myself included, allowed ourselves to believe that no one sees the world as we do, that all of our challenges and all of our insecurities are things we must face on our own. And the truth is that we are evolving, and that is no longer comfortable for myself or for you, most probably. And it's time to just unite. It's time to look into each other's eyes and sense the beauty that is ineffable, the beauty that is eternal, the beauty that is pure life force. It cannot change. It cannot be taken away. It's just part of who we are. And in this time together, I don't want you to gather just to look at me, just to hear my words. I want you to come here so that you can sense the love that I see in you. The love, the voice, the power, the beauty that exists in you. This is the creative matrix. And how can you begin to create for yourself if you question who you are and what you're worthy of? Spirit's telling me right now that they are opening a channel of fluid motion. I'm hearing it's almost like a washing, a clearing, as if divine light is so much energy just, and it's just becoming more powerful. Divine light showering through. Imagine it coming through your being and washing through this cleansing that's taking place. So everything that doubts, everything that fears, everything that questions, everything that holds you back from being free, from being passionate, from being all that you wish to be, it just begins to flow forward. That's the clearing. That's the fluid motion. So when there's energy moving through, it's important to understand that I am you and you are me. So I'll be processing energy and sensations in my body as it moves through you or any of you, the collective or individually. Blessings, Kim, Clay, Colleen. And in this moment, as I'm allowing all this energy to wash through, the cleansing to take place, there's a sense of pressure right here. I don't know what this would be called, but right here behind my ears, right here at the base of my skull on both sides, and there's a pressure almost pulsating. It was not there earlier. This is because of the energy that's coming through. Now, I know how to process this energy. They're showing it to me because it's possible that some of you might sense resistance, especially in your head space, especially in the back of your neck area, or right where I'm sensing it too. If you're sensing resistance, if you're sensing that kind of pressure building, even if it's any level of uncomfortable, I want you to know that there's a sign that there's some level of resistance taking place. There's some level of resistance taking place. It's usually not to resisting the light from coming in, because you wouldn't be feeling that pressure unless the light was coming in. So don't feel that you're blocked. You're not blocked. You're open to all that is flowing through. The resistance is most certainly coming from a part of you that questions whether you're worthy, whether this gift is real, whether you have the right to be that loved. I'm asking Spirit how we can bring healing to these aspects of ourselves. And you see that the breath helps to move energy. But Spirit is telling me to practice I am. Those words carry profound energy, profound power. They speak to our soul at deep levels. I am. There's no definition of what I am means. It's just an open statement that can be as expansive as you allow it to be. I am. With these words, I am, if you whisper them to yourself quietly over and over, if you see them carrying a reverberation and almost shaking away any resistance that might be, or if you see them beginning to hold power in your energy to wake you up, trust that they can be, those little sounds can be the vehicle to bring you what it is you most need to connect to in that moment. Remember, the I am is not bound to anything. It's the infinite. So if you hold on to the statement, I am, Your soul knows what would most benefit you and support you in this moment. I am. And you call to yourself all that supports and all that aligns. There's an inspiration that each of you are stepping into. An inspiration, not that comes from some outward source, but from the voice of your own spirit. A whispering that allows you to contemplate what is it that you really wish to connect to. What is it that you wish to embody and embrace and welcome into your world each day? It's the creative matrix. Nowhere within this realm of being is there space for questioning and doubt. Creative is all forward moving. It's all potential. So leave all of those doubts and questions. If they authentically exist, honor that they are a part of you. Let them be. But let those parts of you just rest for a moment outside this space of the creative matrix. Because the truth is, they cannot come with you into this realm of potential and life-giving motion. They cannot exist in this place where everything is growth forward. So if you are still holding on to any doubts and fears and insecurities, factually, it's an awareness to let you know that you're not actually in the space of creative being. If you're still doubting what can be, you have the potential to be creative. You have the potential to make your reality anything you choose. I'm in these multi-states right now. I'm here with you, but I'm watching energy move and spiral. And it feels as if I'm watching the stars of the universe. Imagine stars in motion, and you understand the streaks of light that they all create. But imagine all of the stars of the universe in motion and beginning to just dance within themselves, just beginning to dance. And they're not just moving freely, they are moving and impacting shift and change on the next star it meets. Life is in motion. There's so much that is moving for you right now. And Spirit saying, as this beautiful, beautiful soul that you are, that lives the life that you live, you can choose to remain exactly where you are and watch the cosmic dance take place. You can watch the extraordinary manifest itself in the lives of all those who believe. You can watch it, you can witness it, you can celebrate it. But if you're ready to know it intimately, personally for yourself, there has to be that point of participation where you let go of what needs to be, of what it looks like, of where you should be, and you just breathe your way into new expression. That's it, new expression. Because you don't have to move forward into that space or into that space. You just have to push yourself just a bit beyond everything you've known previously. That's creation. That's movement forward. What is fresh and exciting and adventurous for you today? What would be a path of discovery for you today? Just to step into it so you can sense what comes next. Not to know what comes next, not to see it and understand it, but to step into that next moment and be present and discern what comes next. As I come to this state of gentleness, I sense joy everywhere around me. joy, not just in concept, but joy from all the beings, from all the ancient ones, all the masters, all the guardians, all of the teachers, and all of the light beings that support us. They say the next step for today, the next step is to grant yourself permission to be free. You're the only one that can know what that means for you. But I hear these words: grant yourself permission to be free. Allow yourself to just be. As grand or as still as you wish that to be free. There's a lot of spiraling still taking place, a lot of energy that's moving through. And I'm asking Spirit what is most important. Blessings, Becky, Angie. What is most important for you to connect to? And they say in a world that's always telling you where you should be, we would not do that for you today. Only you can know what your voice wishes to express, what it wishes to just be present in. You might choose to go within. You might choose to stand brightly, opening yourself to receptivity. You might go in and unite your light with all the beautiful souls that bring a strong sense of community. There's no right or wrong. Let yourself be. They say that this is the beginning of a new journey. Today, day one. This is the beginning of a new journey. If you can allow yourself to move beyond your headspace to really be in your heart, can you allow yourself to set some goals, some intentions, some prayers for yourself? I choose. Just allow these thoughts to flow without censoring them. I choose, I welcome, I allow, I accept. And as I hear this, I see all these sparks of light beginning to cascade through. And Spirit says these are all the prayers, seen and unseen. And even if you don't know how to place into words what it is your heart desires, your heart is expressing itself upon these higher planes of consciousness. We're moving to a state of authentic being, truth. Authentic being that doesn't need to be validated within the physical realm any longer. This isn't fantasy. This is as true as you believe it to be. It exists as potential for every soul that is. But it can only co-create with your soul if you trust that it's real. So I bless you and give you the gift of freedom today, of authentic being today, of joy and peace and love, and only you can discern what that means for you. There's a blossoming taking place. And when I look closely, I see each of us becoming that lotus blossom. But if I expand my sight, I see that each of our individual lotuses are but a single petal upon the grand flower of life. We are doing this together. Sharedi. Whenever I'm channeling a lot and I'm moving through dimensions, I become tongue twisted. Cherie, I'm ready too. I am with you. We are soaring. We are moving into the infinite, into all that the creative matrix has to offer and to bring. This is our reality. I'm going to pause for a minute and see what time it is because I'm not able to. I noticed it's more than 22 minutes. We have journeyed together and journeyed together, and it's perfect. And it's perfect, but it feels complete. How does it feel to you? Feels complete. So I'm going to tell you tomorrow is February 2nd. It's day 2. I will not be live because I am teaching, but I will upload a pre-recorded video for day 2. I'll do it early in the morning because there is one now moment. So I will pre-record it in the morning and upload it to drop at exactly 2 p.m. Eastern. So we're still connecting with the creative matrix. Please participate as much as you choose. Message me, comment, let me know what you'd like to discuss. And share the information. Let others know, because everyone will connect to this information in their own way. It's just a seed of inspiration that you connect to in a way that's perfect for you. Reba, infinite blessings. Kayleen, incredible love. It does feel complete. I am teaching the mystery teachings tomorrow. We talk about humanity's evolution. Deep levels of ancient truth and wisdom that I've connected to from the higher realms, from the mystery schools. And we have one opening left. So if you wish to join us, just message me. That space can be yours. I love you, Debbie. Blessings to each and every one of you. Thank you for creating with me. I love you. Namaste. Becky, I love you. Infinite blessings. Love, love, love. Namaste.